But I actually went through a little bit of this morning
Okay,
before I went to work
just to
just to
check if
see
people
it.
worked and all that.
There was more money put into this than I was expecting.
I mean, it's got money. If it's Shadowverse, they got money. I know
Yeah, but
that
so does Yu-Gi-Oh, and half of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff is JPEGs
because they don't need to make
because
games.
they don't need to anymore. Yeah, but at the same
Yeah, no.
time,
This is I probably glorified commercial more or less. I'm gonna guess. For the card game, which I'm guessing that maybe they're trying to reboot. I don't know what they're going with this. Well, I guess we'll find out later.
I don't
Um,
know.
I have played a little Shadowverse on the mobile, so I can help with a little bit of that. But it was
Oh,
fine. Again, I didn't care against it. I just don't like buying digital cards, so I
yeah,
didn't spend any money
that's
on the
fair.
game, which meant I had a fairly basicer deck. Like you can get some free packs. Like, they give you a good number of free packs to begin with, but it still doesn't change the fact that you start out with a pretty bland deck in the end. And
Yeah.
there's some weird stuff they do. We can talk about it in the game.
Um, I think that's why I like games more than the mobile stuff, just because you don't have to
Hmm.
worry about buying packs like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still buying cardboard that only using the game, but still, the nice cardboard sometimes they look nice sometimes.
Oh shit, where's my thing?
Oh, I pre-ordered some Wise cards.
Oh,
Well, okay, I
nice.
I bought 3 decks or 2 decks, three, maybe two, 3 decks, trial decks, so you can pick up and play. And I looked at the rules, and I don't know if I care for the game.
Oh yeah, I'd
It looks a bit
imagine
more
so.
complicated than it is. One day when we get a chance to play it, we can try playing it, but the rules look complicated as hell, more than they need to be. And I was a bit disappointed.
Uh
Mind you,
huh.
these are older decks, maybe like 4 or 3 years. I don't know how old exactly.
Uh huh.
And the images they use for the cards are pretty much just shots taken from the anime.
I could see that.
And unfortunately, that kind of sucks at times because it's as good as the anime can be in like action scenes and all that. In any random shot, it's like 720, 480 at times, and you can
Hmm.
kind of see the graininess in the picture they took from it too. And it's kind of like, really? So, I don't know.
Shadowverse, champions
Anyway, this is
Okay. Do you hear?
Shadowverse.
Can you hear that? Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to make
I love.
sure. I
It's a hint quiet that I like, but
kind of just a little bit more in the recording, and then a little bit more for you.
yeah, just a hint more would be good.
There we go. So
Okay, that should be fine.
this is a demo. Game comes out in August. I don't know
Mm.
shit about this game.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know either. You're telling me it's a card game now. Also, sidebar. Uh, it's
I don't know anything about Shadowverse in
assume
general.
right. I played a little bit of it, and that's all that's the most expert you'll get in this current moment right now. Is I played a little bit of the mobile game.
Hmm.
It is a card game. The easiest comparison I can give you is Hearthstone. If you know that one, I believe you do.
A little
If
bit,
not
yeah. I
played
don't
it, at
know
least you
the
know more of
mechanics
it.
of. I don't know the mechanics of
Right.
Hearthstone, but I
You
know of
have
it.
essentially a mana.
Uh huh.
There's no coin, but you have
Hmm.
mana system. So every turn you get another mana point
Hmm.
total, and that mana is how much you can kind of do things in a turn.
Hmm.
Um, but also something they also break it down to is there are sort of 6 core archetypes. I don't know all of them, maybe 6 or 7 or 8, something like that.
Hold off on your
Uh,
tutorial real quick. We gotta pick
yeah,
our
picking the characters.
protagonist. No, I did play a little bit of it this morning. I did the girl.
I'll be honest, the models look pretty good overall.
They do.
I would say the girl's
All of them look
dress is
good.
kind of odd looking with the
The
sort of
little
tie hole.
streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While the boys has at least a little bit more sort of something going on with his shirt
I think it's
line.
because I think he got designed first, and because they gave him a red belt, they had to give her something to match. Because
Yeah,
everything
no,
else
it's
is
like
the exact same color
she's
scheme
like the bow
wise.
tie's cute and the hair kind of works with it. You got a doggo, whatever that's called. And but the shirt, the dress with the sort of jacket over, it doesn't really have as much compared to the guy's features. I think
Yeah,
that's a full attire. She's yeah, I don't know. I feel like more work was from the boy this time, surprisingly.
I think so. He might have been designed first,
That
you
would
know,
make sense if so.
and then they just tacked her on.
Hmm.
Let's go
I
ahead
have to go with the
and
guy in this case, but
yeah, let's go with the guy.
yeah.
What's our name? We're in the card
What you have
game
it
realm, so
default? Oh, that's true.
here we go, Biff.
Yeah, Biff comes back, right?
Biff is the card game master.
He's
He's
transcended now to the new market. She's a trendsetter, you know.
So there's voice acting for one thing.
Trailblazer, like full voice acting.
Full voice acting.
Oh shoot! All right, I'll take it.
That's what I meant
Not
when
bad.
I said they spent more money on this than I thought. Also,
Yeah.
we're probably gonna get
Oh
demonetized.
my god. With
This
the
part
animations,
right
yes.
here is a
Uh-huh.
full animated drawn cutscene. When I tested
my
it this
God.
morning just to see what kind
Yeah.
of thing it was like,
Yeah, look at that screen.
this whole thing was drawn twice because
I
this
would-
has
I
the
mean, I
guy
have
in
to-
it and then the girl is in it for hers.
Oh, oh, really? Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, no. It's
Well, I
this
mean, probably
exact
less
thing,
hard to
just
do,
the
but
girl.
Still, that's still impressive in its own right. I will say though, I was looking at his phone screen, and they had apps, like a full slew of apps, and they didn't
Yeah.
skimp out.
Yeah,
You could actually look at those and go, "That's a real app, probably."
they're probably all Cygame apps too.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You probably find some Grand Blue on there.
All right, we can talk about some side game stuff too. Again, Shadowverse tutorial, whatever. They have archetypes.
Mhm.
It's impressive too. Again, I'm watching from the stream on your end, so it's not great, but I can tell.
Oh,
Well
did I
enough
not
overall.
drop the fucking quality?
Oh no, it's not that. Quality's it's fine. Frame rate's still acting up, but even then, this is fine for this moment right now.
Uh huh.
Look at that robot cleaner. You have
Ooh.
like 8
Oh lord,
archetypes. Oh, did your controller die?
I'm using my wired one. I think I might have moved it in the wrong spot and thought it
Oh,
disconnected.
it's one of those.
It's one of those.
Nah.
It was cheap. What can I say?
And so when you make your deck, you have to force it, or you can't take cards from other archetype. So like there's I don't remember what the actual name of the card, but there's forest and like dark. You can't take dark cards into
Okay.
your forest deck. You have to use only forest cards, but there are also
Oh.
generic cards that can be used in any deck and stuff like that. So you are limited to an extent. So I guess that could be in a balance section too and all that.
Okay.
And archetypes tend to play a certain way. Like I think forest usually is about summoning a bunch of low-level cost minions.
but
and
you
stuff
get
like that.
but you get like an abundance of them.
You can easily create them. You can get a bunch of them, stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's about using those low-level cost ones. Another one I think they're like warriors, something like that, where they specialize in like summoning based off one another. And there's like they have a tier rank to them. So like captain, mercenary, I don't know what it's called, the actual terms they use. But like if a captain's on the field, other soldiers get a bonus. Or if you summon a or some sort of general, you summon a captain to the field or something like that. They
Okay.
worked off those kind of effects.
Okay.
So there's a lot of nuance. And it wasn't a bad game. But unfortunately for me, I don't like the idea of spending money for digital cards, despite the fact I would spend money on other stupid shit all the time.
Yeah, I
it's just
feel
a
it.
weird nitpicking. It's my goblins, all right? It's my little mind goblins.
Yeah. All right. Here's our
But
first.
it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, and I was looking for like a Hearthstone kind of feel to it. I was craving something at the time.
Something along
and
those
I-
lines.
I-
I could see that.
I didn't hate it or anything like that. I didn't mind it, but I could also tell based off the cards you get, because you get like a lot of packs at the beginning. So I was made to make a kind of deck. I could tell that this was not going to hold out long term in terms of later fights and stuff, and you would have to really do much better, play some other ways.
Yeah.
But and then I also had a lot of games I was playing at the time, so I just kind of dropped it eventually. But it wasn't bad, so I don't know. And I know they have the money right now.
Is Shadowverse doing well? I heard
I'm
one
pretty
guy
sure.
talk about the anime, and it was Jeff through Mother's Basement, and he didn't care for it.
That's fair. Yeah, no, it was fine. I will say I'm pretty sure they have the money because they've been throwing a lot of advertisement money as of late.
Have they?
Specifically stuff like this game.
I can see
I
for
think
this game.
sponsorships
God
and
damn
deals
it!
and stuff like that. Yeah, the fact this game exists, I think, is a sign of what they're trying to do right now.
Yeah,
and
but
how
to
much
be
money they have
fair-
go around.
Bakugan exists still.
It's true. Is that doing well? Not in the States, I know that much, but everywhere
don't
else, maybe?
know. I honestly don't know, because it was around for a little bit, and then we stopped
How
selling.
the
I
hell
know.
did we forget about? Why did we
state-wise.
take off a backpack?
I don't know.
Why did we take it off? Weird.
All right,
Well,
so
that's us though.
we can actually walk around the area.
Okay.
Right now, it's there's a run button, but it won't let me use it because we have to go to school, and it triggers another cutscene. But there's a full walking environment. Like all that stuff is 3D modeled, and you can walk to
Yeah.
most of this area. Like where they're showing
Okay.
you these students walk, you can walk around most of those areas.
Oh my god. What's that guy's face? The nose. That's a bit. You got a bit of short straw there.
And of course, your standard Tag Force. I don't know if you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force game we played a while back. All the NPCs get like a generic. They have a face generator, and they just make that for their models. But they
Okay.
modeled a whole fucking school.
It's true. I mean, this fucking the anime. Back to it.
Uh huh. And again, when I did this earlier,
Look at the
it's just-
sound of ruffians. The music of ruffian Jinx.
and it's the same. It's
There you
the
go.
same exact
God.
animated scene. It's just with the girl instead. So they drew these twice.
And that makes 2 of us.
True, but I wonder if you can just kind of superimpose the girl in these kind of animation scenes too. There's enough
The-
tricks to the trade now, right?
Depending on how they did the digital renders, yeah.
That's the morning brew.
Yeah.
We better book it.
If they made like a layer where it's just the character, and then they just drew them over that layer, I could see it working.
Yeah. Because until we interact with someone, I'm gonna say whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, still, it's a lot of button. That's a lot of money right there.
Using steam fast.
All right.
And he's up with protagonist. We are, huh? Us
He-
playing protagonist kun.
We're playing protagonist Kun. This is actual protagonist. I think he's the one from the actual anime too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then there's this snack.
How many times do I need to warn you, Mr.
Yep, long hair, figures.
I'm a
Okay,
sucker
so yeah,
for
see
long
her
hair.
nice dress that she actually has compared to what the girl had.
Oh yeah, her skirt. Yeah.
Yeah, this full skirt with the sweater vest with a nicer emblem on her tag with the actual tie.
This is all my fault. I'm the one who
Weird
said
how the girl didn't get any of that. But then again, maybe she gets an out uniform, but we didn't see
I don't
it.
know if you get to customize. There's some small customization later on with your deck, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the extent is.
I will say her hair is just acting a little bit weird.
It was probably
It's-
their physics engine. They probably had to throw
It
something
feels like
together for
it's-
hair.
It's trying to contort around a non-existent backpack.
she shouldn't be allowed to pop out at
Oh,
a
it
little
might. It might.
Yeah, we'll see
Right.
though.
And then we get some small little dialogue choices. They don't really matter.
Oh, cool. I guess information. I don't know.
She's a little scary.
I know, right? That's Kagura Kirisame, and she's one stickler of a student council press.
Kirisame.
She's hounding everybody about produce anyway.
All right, so we're gonna start speeding through some of the dialogue. All right.
All right.
If I hold
Power
R1,
walking.
if we're in a drawn cutscene, I can skip. But if we're not, it just fast forwards the scene.
My bad.
Kinda
guys.
jarring.
Forget that. I made it.
Let's hear these voices.
Hey, nice
Oh, is that his friend?
These are his friends. We're just
Oh,
meeting
God,
his
the other
friends.
protagonist.
Oh yeah, that's the best friend rival character right there.
All right. Well, the female at least has similar dress, although ruffles. I don't think I was did.
You must be the new transfer student.
And a bow and a clover headpiece. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you got to distinguish her from all the generics. You know,
Chill.
there's probably a
has gotta
story
have a
about
more.
that clover headpiece too. Like it's her lucky fucking item or some shit.
It'll probably be something simple like that. It could go dark, for all we know. Like the dying brother gave it to her.
What's our second choice? No worries. What's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I feel
Biff's
like
a
both
pretty-
of these are on the same side of the milk toast, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, they don't really. There's not a whole
There's no
lot.
sass option.
There's no sass. There's no option D.
Yeah.
No option C.
Yuri Amamiya, by the way. Nice to meet
Mimori. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is.
Mimori Amamiya.
All right, I start speeding through, and we just realized, oh shit, I forgot my phone.
Oh, stoop.
So we're trying to make a plan to go and get it, and then main character's like, I'm gonna go get it. It's like, what?
Wow.
Team Tardy's got to stick to. Oh my god.
If I don't go, who will? And does the most heroic battle pose as you go gets your phone.
I can't get over the fact this dude's tie is over his head like a headband.
Yeah. I'm more. Yeah, he has what, 3 different colored hair pieces? White, black, and blue.
It's kind of like a dark greenish. It's kind
Yeah.
of gross from the back.
We'll be back in no time flat.
It's a bit much.
Pressure, hero.
Like,
Now that I think
if there's ever a moment of look at me,
might just
it's
end up
that.
slowing you down.
You can wear that in real life and get away with it, I think.
I think nowadays, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
It'd be I think something unique and you could do it. It's such a weird piece. It's so blue just compared to everything else.
All right,
Um
so here we go.
you
Sprinting
can try,
and
but
camera
it
controls.
feels like too much. Also feels like a lot of work to maintain too.
Whoosh.
Oh wow. Yep, look at that.
So we're not
Look at
on an
this
actual time
actual-
limit. Look at this actual fucking school.
It's the room.
Like, and I'm assuming when the game opens up and we start actually dueling, I could just go wherever I want.
Probably.
Actually, 'cause I'm supposed to go back
Also, this
downstairs. Will it let me go downstairs here? It will.
soft harmonica that reminds me of Harvest Moon. Like day on the farm kind of
I've never
music.
played a Harvest Moon game. I should probably do that one of
I don't
these
believe
days.
you.
I've never
but
actually
at the
played
same
one.
time- I guess.
I've just
I know they're not like big games, so it's fair.
I've been
It's-
around people that have played them. I've just
Yeah.
never owned a copy myself, and whenever
Yeah.
we'd go over anywhere, I was never a part of the Harvest Moon group. So
To be fair, it's not like the Harvest Moon is the game you pull out when people are over, you know?
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, they're simple enough games overall. Well, was and then
This is a
Harvest, then become Story of
massive
Seasons and all that
fucking
mess.
school.
But yeah, a farming-based game is something simple. Is what I guess this harmonica I'm thinking of. That sort of sunset or sun just barely rising, general brown hue of a dirt farmland.
yeah.
Which makes me go, this town would be, it's similar like those smaller towns. But then we see the school and these buildings, I go, maybe
Yeah,
not.
but then you see this giant ass. Hold on, can I get a good? You see this giant ass fucking school.
Yeah. And then you go, that's not in a small town.
The fuck is he doing? You're going back to the dorms now. You better run like the wind. What the fuck? All right.
Hey, we need some help. I think a mime trapped him in that box. He's supposed to go get the mime.
And then
Teach him a
these people
lesson.
just pop into frame, but they're adults, so we can't talk to them. These people talk.
Oh,
pop
also,
into
they don't
frame.
exist.
They don't exist. No, don't think
Yeah.
about it. Just don't look
Yeah.
over there.
You are huge.
Yeah.
Those suits probably aren't boosting you that much. But you're pretty damn big. She's wearing heels, I think. Just a
I
little bit.
think she
Still.
was. Yeah.
Damn.
And then this
Maybe the
nice
hair.
little
I think the hair
fucking
has, like-
neighborhood.
The hair has like, half a foot.
Always.
Yeah.
Even when you're bald, it grants half a foot.
It's true. Yeah, that's true.
All right. It's back in here. Hey, buddy. How's
did
it
I
going?
forget something? Somehow, like my backpack that's literally on my back all the time.
Oh, let me turn off auto.
Yeah.
So now we have our
There you
menu
go.
button.
And look at this guy. He's a full character too.
He's a full character, yeah.
Fucking A.
Alright.
I mean, again, they probably had this and the anime being like side by side story wise. So they probably had them work together in terms of what could be involved.
All right, so I can't
But
do anything
still.
just yet. We have treasures, which I'm assuming are our key items.
Your phone. Yeah.
There's a trophy system.
Do you get some? Oh, you get reward for it. That's why. Yeah.
Forest crafter. I think these are titles and possibly stuff for cards.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Those are card titles. Saddlecraft, Bloodcraft, Havencraft. Those are all arts types I was mentioning earlier.
Oh.
So I think
And then
that's,
of
like,
course there's got to be
into
hidden
that.
trophies because fuck you and everything you strive for.
Yeah. Why not?
There's only
just hide it.
662 cards. Huh.
Wait. Oh yeah.
That's not a
Yeah.
lot, all things considered.
It's probably enough.
Looks like we'll be getting quests
mean,
later. We might be
it's
able
a
to
lot.
customize based on what that character icon
Given I
is.
think a deck is 40 or 50, if I'm correct, something like that.
Makes sense.
So there's not that much.
Standards
You don't need
usually
too many.
between 40 and 60.
So I will say you could divide that number approximately by like 5. Because again, the arts
Yeah.
type thing. So we'll see. But you got your backpack, you got your phone. Return to school
We're coming to school.
with your fast run animation, whatever.
It's almost as if time didn't exist.
It's true. Just try that hour. God, I want to play 3.
Phew, I'm pooped. I'm so close.
After
just
playing
a
through
little
5,
further.
then 4, and then 5 again because Royal. I
Uh-huh.
want to go play 3. I haven't played any of those. I haven't played Persona. Than
I
that.
think you will enjoy it for the most part. I've
Mm.
gotta keep running.
Might as well give up.
Our teacher's
Is that your father?
just as
I mean,
late.
your teacher, but more or less your father looking like.
He kind of does look like our dad, doesn't he? Our illegitimate dad.
Yeah.
I challenge you to a game of Shadowverse. Right here, bro. What do you want?
Yeah.
All right. So he's being He's being Mr. Protagonist.
Not listening to a word I'm saying, are you?
Is he really gonna duel him? Okay, no.
Showdown! Actually, never mind. I think I'm good.
Great. Come see me in the teacher's office.
I see he's noticing he's fading like a card thing too, like a
So they
maybe it's his phone.
so they explain that too. That's actually where I stopped, where they do the first 2 tutorial duels.
Okay.
From
we're
what
just
you
watching
told
this, too.
me and from what the tutorial told me, I kind of get how the game works, but at a higher level, I'm sure there's more to it that'll make no sense to me.
Hold on. Is this an academy for Shadowverse?
I
Is this
don't.
like the Yu-Gi-Oh world where there's an actual duel academy?
That's what I thought, but I don't think this is an academy for Shadowverse. I think
It's
this is
just
just a regular ass school.
Okay.
But for some reason, Shadowverse is so big they have dual discs.
Okay. Well, we'll get there, no doubt, right?
Glad you made it in time this.
Thanks for the save.
That's what friends
I ran as fast as I could.
What he said. But you're actually pretty fast, you know? Maybe.
Wow, that's nothing to
The voice acting's not too bad. I
Right.
wonder if we're gonna get a
Yeah.
Shadowverse dub because of this.
I feel like they're probably working on it already.
Maybe Netflix will take it, because I think Netflix has the Zoid series, and that's how that got dubbed.
teachers told you to let it go, didn't they?
They'll probably throw enough money.
I could see that.
I mean, side games and Shadowverse people.
Yeah, they'll find someone to publish it over here.
They'll push the money out there.
Now, I'm gonna bring up one of the glaring issues I have with this game.
Okay.
When I went to go get the demo, because of how the Switch is set up and how most of the modern stores are set up, you got to go through and look at the actual page. This game is going to be $60 when it comes out. I don't think this is worth $60.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you looked a little
Why 60? I mean, there's a lot of work, I can tell.
worrying about
Yeah, I think that might be the only reason, that and the
What?
fact that it's on the Switch, and Switch
I
games
feel
are...
like this game was not made to be a game. This game was made to sell Shadowverse.
Seriously?
Obviously.
Sorry about that.
I wonder why 60 then.
I don't know.
Usually you accept that's going to be like a 50 or 40 game at that point. If you want to do it for an advertisement kind of idea.
I think
At
they
first.
I think they wanted
Especially when you're trying to...
from the actual just playing through this little part here and what I did earlier, I think they tried to make a proper game. Which might be why they're charging so much, because of how much work they put into it.
Interested to see if what they're trying to do with this kind of stuff.
very
Because it's a mobile game. It's fine. They're making money on mobile, right? They're probably doing all right.
I
They have
think
other
so.
IPs do side games in general.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
their Grand Blue stuff I believe is doing
Hell,
really well
I'm
still.
excited to go see when Uma Musume comes out here, and I'll definitely play that if it eventually comes here. But like, I wonder what they're trying to do with Shadowverse in particular right now, because of this kind of stuff, the anime and this game.
There we go.
You just can get it for us. You just download it straight out.
So he just downloaded it straight out, but that wasn't our phone.
That was Was
We
that
just
not- or
we
is that like
gave
a-
him the item, and then he just picked up a phone model
there you go.
that he already had in his hand.
Eh.
But so the game apparently in their world works with the app you download to your phone and something called a Shadowverse gauntlet.
Don't know if you really need that, but okay. Did they just give us one? Okay. Which did we have that on the main screen or whatever?
No.
We didn't have this character, but on the selection model we did.
Oh, we might have, yeah.
Yeah, I know we had it, but the girl didn't. Also, back when we were choosing our character.
All right, so the gimmick is that you actually don't know what the fuck Shadowverse is.
It's true. I mean, yeah.
And so he's freaking out like, you don't know what's going on? Oh, fuck. Let's play so I can teach you.
You haven't seen Death Note?
Literally. I'm so lost right now. Yeah, I don't blame you.
You're still a beginner after all. Here, you can
I mean,
So-
I'm less than beginner, honestly.
keep more if you
So we fight the resident Taya first.
Good thinking.
Okay.
It wouldn't be much fun going in not knowing how to play, huh?
Feel like she's got. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's play. I'm not sure how.
All right, so fast forward a little bit. We're gonna do a practice match.
Okay, and by practice, we'll just guide you through it hand
It's
by
literally gonna hold my hand.
hand. Got it. Okay.
Expand battlefield. Okay, let's get started. So we draw cards. We draw a card. Why don't you
Yeah.
play that goblin from your hand? So another fun fact about this game.
Yep, there's the mana.
All the cards have voices.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also the case for Shadowverse as well, actually, in the mobile.
I didn't know
That's
that.
also Hearthstone, mind you. Each
I
of
didn't
them
know
have their
that
own little
either.
battle cry, summoning cry, and stuff like that. Occasionally, depending on the stage, you can click on stuff, but it's not that kind of game. And things like that. I mean, it's all part of the showmanship of the games, you know?
Yeah.
Because if it's just a card game, whatever, but they gotta put some pizzazz in it. But just get bored of it.
Or it's Yu-Gi-Oh and everyone already knows what the deal is, and you just play to play.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, she wants me to attack first. All right,
25
so
real. Yeah, tutorial lesson, I guess.
yeah, is 5 the standard or is it 10?
No, I think it's 15, 20, something like that.
Oh, that's a lot. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you remember, like, the strongest cards on average, well, I'd say average, all of these cards actually have, like, 1 or 2 or 3 attack only. There are a lot of cards that boost attack and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like later game stuff, like, and whatnot.
In the next duel that
would
we'll do,
say, I think-
they did show you
can't
some
say
that
that,
have,
but-
I think, 4 or 5 attack. It was either that or they cost 4 to 5 mana. I can't even fucking remember.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Deal damage to my leader. Select the goblin, press A. So I can attack and use him.
Yeah,
To
it's
destroy.
faced.
I won't lose again.
So I've already gone
damage
through
out.
this, so I'm just gonna kind of blaze through it. But like you
You
said
already did the
before,
tutorial.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's interesting.
it's got that. Right now, it's still that sort of simple look to it all, and like, it wasn't bad. Like I said, I could understand it, and there's nothing too crazy usually.
Mm-hmm.
Like each card can have a unique effect that definitely could throw you out of there. But as far as the rules themselves, there was nothing really odd about them. Nothing hard to pick up. It just comes in the whole idea of you need good cards to play.
Yeah, and with a game that's free to play with the idea that you buy more stuff, it can become pretty difficult.
Yeah, so you can have a decent deck, but when it comes to animation, when it comes to like full end game stuff probably, and really trying to get that nice deck, you're like, oh, this just plays well. I like how this plays or whatever. Yeah, that's you need packs. So
Yeah.
whenever what happens is you get like a bunch of free packs at the beginning. You roll them, you open them and get that, and then you go, okay, what's my best packs? What are my best cards? What's my best deck I can make? And that's it. Then you play with that until you can't anymore, whatever. And then you kind of just get tired of, because you might not like how the playstyle is of that deck too and stuff like that. And there's no
Oh,
real
right.
way to. Well, there was some.
There's a little
methods, I guess,
animation.
not great, for the gauntlet. Did we just do that, or see going like the tutorial mode thing?
For her, it went straight to the tutorial. This one we get the little cutscene.
You don't need to hinting that into yourself there.
No, apparently you do, because we just live in a world where this is a thing for a fucking mobile game.
Yeah. Also, Shadowverse on the mobile itself, like, hey, is your gauntlet in?
For this? Okay. You know what to say
I
next,
mean,
right? Come on,
sure.
let's go. Ready, set, Shadowverse, showdown!
maybe they plan to push this more for the younger audience.
I'm assuming, because the
Maybe they're
Yu-Gi-Oh
trying to
shit, when it jumped into this kind of
Make, like,
absurdity, is when it got popular here.
This.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Because this
Here's
is the
the
Western
reshuffle.
game, right? Maybe this
Yeah,
is what this is, the Western advertisement push.
I'm
I don't
assuming.
know.
Because our
Yeah.
Western card market has been kind of fucked for a while, where it's either Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or everything else. And anytime a new one comes out,
Yeah, maybe.
oh,
I do feel
Pokemon,
$60
Yu-Gi-Oh,
games a bit
and
much.
Magic the Gathering
It's true, but
for tabletop.
I mean, these won't. I'm gonna be honest though. These aren't gonna exist in a physical realm. They can't. I think some of these.
For some of them, no.
Yeah, they have to exist in the digital realm. So maybe these kind of games are like the best thing they can do for that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
Kind of have that push because the Western mobile market's not nearly as crazy as Japan's, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is just them trying to get it to expose those people who wouldn't normally play the mobile games. Try to push it to console, but for $60 though.
Yeah,
a bit much.
$60 is the only problem I have with, like, this is charming. I could see myself picking this up just like I do with the Yu-Gi-Oh games every now and again. I'll just go
Sure.
and pick up, because I would prefer to do that than play the mobile game, because the mobile game, like you said, has that problem where it's pay to win in some cases, and in other cases you just don't get the same experience of just building the deck you want because you have to pay
Yeah.
for them. I want to get rid of this
Like,
one, I think.
to be honest, if you're into Shadowverse, you're probably not buying this game. You're probably buying more packs for
Yeah.
$60. This is for the people who don't know much about Shadowverse, want to either interested in it and just decide to go, but I want to go play on my phone, which is weird because it's free. And so instead, they just want to go, I'll try something else. Like, I guess eventually you get access to all the cards in this game that currently came out, probably.
I'm assuming with that 662,
By
I don't know
endgame
what
and
the
stuff.
full heart stuff.
It
I
could
don't
be
know
them
what the
trying to
full list
transition
is.
more into a Yu-Gi-Oh style. But since they already have the mobile game, they can't just get rid of it.
I don't think they're ever going to properly get rid of it.
So they just have to update it. I don't know. It's just a weird push. I would say I'm going to be looking at the Shadowverse actions in the future, and that's it. But I would not say I'm going to be getting back into it anytime soon.
Yeah.
But damn, they put money here, didn't they?
They did.
Because I mean, they could theoretically have ported all the animations from the mobile, but I feel like there's just a lot more here too.
I think that might have been their groundwork. Like, maybe they took the mobile version and then just built on it.
Yeah. Because then we could go, if we take away all the card game stuff, because it already existed, they don't have to pay anything more for it. They have the rights, they have the abilities, they have the motion, the animations, they have the cards. Then I do wonder how much actual work is beyond that. There's the anime openings, there's the character stuff, and there's the story.
There's the story, the voice
then
acting, the modeling,
There's schools and stuff like that.
and then I guess the
environments.
programming to make sure it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, but I feel like that the programming for the card games is already done.
Yeah.
And you can also theoretically say any programming side can be implemented into the card game aspect. So it's the same research side, same development. So it's ignoring the card game. Everything else is the game. It's what you're buying.
Well, it's supposed to
It's
be
a lot.
for people
It's a lot.
but we don't know
But I don't know if it's gonna be worth 60 yet, if ever.